Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Archewell. We're going to talk about Meghan and Harry. I'm sure you've already heard about that drama around the director of a Milwaukee Muslim Women's Coalition who pulled out Harry and Meghan after their decision to remove funds that they were giving to that association. The name of the woman is Janan Najid. She's the founder of the Milwaukee Muslim Women Coalition, and she's a pro-Palestinian advocate, right? She wrote an opinion piece in one of the magazines. In that opinion piece, she was calling out Israel. She was calling out the United States people, giving them arms and calling out what's happening there and the world not doing anything, which is understandable. If you're a human being, seeing what's happening there breaks hearts, right? So I understand why she said that. But the problem is when she said it, she used different languages that could be offensive or deemed as offensive to some people, notably the Jewish community. And also she used symbolism of the Jewish faith, very hurtful. What happened is that it caught the attention of people, notably Jewish organizations, who contacted Harry and Meghan. Why did they contact Harry and Meghan? This is because through Archewell, Harry and Meghan have been funding its integration program for women from Afghanistan. So the women brought from Afghanistan to the United States were welcomed by charity, and they were providing service to them in order for them to integrate. So Archewell thought it was a good idea, so they gave fundings for integration through sewing, which is a program that was offered at that Milwaukee Muslim Women Coalition. The program is called Afghan Women Sewing Circle Program. And this is what Harry and Meghan were funding, because you know how Meghan is pro-women. She's very into helping women grow and, find their voice and everything. So it was a good idea to fund that and not being afraid to give money to those type of charities, because some people are very wary of link to this kind of Muslim charities. So they don't often give funding. But Archewell was courageous enough to give fundings and support to those women. Then when they were informed that Mrs. Janan Najib said what she said in her opinion piece, they withdrew funding. So Mrs. Najib went out to the media to accuse Harry and Meghan of bending under the pressure and also for PR purposes, that they're not courageous enough to stand strong against adversity and do what's right in the face of humanity. At that time, Harry and Meghan didn't do anything. And some of Harry and Meghan's fans who were pro the Palestinian cause started attacking Meghan, criticizing them, Harry and Meghan, that is, or Archewell, for not doing anything, for not using their voice to support that cause. What they don't understand is that Meghan and Harry, as members of the royal family, can't voice anything that's political. Archewell is not a political organization. It's only there to do good and to help people out. And they actually said that in the statement that they issued and that I'm going to read to you guys. But what I'm going to say is that Archewell is here just to help people that are displaced because of war. And even when that conflict started, they supported both sides. They say that they want it to stop. They want people who are being hurt to be taken care of. They never took side for this and for that, like the royal family did when they slammed the Palestinian side. Harry and Meghan said, we want peace and we want to give our wishes to victims on both sides. That's what they say. They are for communication, for finding solutions to end this. They're not there to take sides one way or another, which I think for what they represent is a good thing, right? It's not like Meghan is just an actress and she can have her voice. Everything she does is kind of linked up to the royal family. They're just listening to both voices of both sides. So this is what they actually said in their statement that they released recently. At the Archewell Foundation, we show up, do good. Our values are an extension of those of our founders, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Our funding and grant support extends to individuals and organizations of all walks of life with varying political views, cultural beliefs, ideologies, and identifications. We do not discriminate. We believe change comes from building bridges. We welcome all. We do not, however, tolerate any form of hate speech, including hate-fueled symbols, languages, or imagery. No matter the community it targets. For us, association with the blending of the Stars of David with a swastika is impossible to accept. Additionally, language that calls for the destruction of others, whether explicitly or implicitly, crosses the line. It's not aligned with our values. We are pro-humanity, pro-love, pro-peace, and pro-equality. Out of respect for all of our partners, responsibility to our donors, and reflecting the value of our principles, we make adjustment to our future funding accordingly. We remain deeply committed to our work with Muslim-led organizations and refugee support programs through the Welcome Program and relief effort in Gaza. James Holt and Shona Knepp, executive directors of the Archewell Foundation. Basically, they're saying that we want to help. We're here to help people, right? To give funds for worthy causes that are for communication, outreach, but we do not support any type of imagery or speech that will be seen as disrespectful to other people or calling out hate. I think that we need to separate Archewell from Harry and Meghan, because even if they created that foundation, they do not run the foundation. It's James Holt and Shona Knepp who do, right? And they issued that statement. So the issue here is that some Meghan and Harry fans who are pro-Palestine have been attacking the couple, calling them weak for not standing strong for what's right on the right side of history. What I'm going to say to them is that if you love someone, you have to accept that they have a different opinion. I'm not saying that Harry and Meghan are not supporting Palestine. What I'm saying is that they do their things differently, and we should not love them because they do one thing and not the other. We should love them for who they are, with what they are, good or bad. Well, I hope that's not going to be too bad, because if they kill someone, I wouldn't be supporting them, that's for sure. But so far, they haven't done something that detrimental to the point where I am like, okay, this is a crisis for me. I'm not going to support that. They maintain neutrality. They maintain that something has to be done to stop what's going on. And they are actually very courageous to say that it has to stop. They're calling for ceasefire. They're calling for love, right? Even the royal family has never said, oh, we want it to stop. They just condemned one side. Anyhow, I just want to address that with you guys. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Let me know what you think. Hope you liked the video. Feel free to click on like if it's the case, subscribe for more videos, and click on the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you.